Hello there to everyone, and thank you guys so much. Let's get into it, guys. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
And Mr. George, let's say Mr. John Malamia is fundraising for this. Now, what about the now what that
This is not a charter flight, so he will have to be brought over here by a vehicle from what we are witnessing. So from right to left, we have a chairman of the Unity Party, Reverend Luther Tappe. Also, you have Grand Cape County Senator, Madam Daba Babila is also here. And I'm seeing former Mahibi County District 5 lawmaker, Honorable Bala Zize. Next to him is the advisor to the president-elect. And also see one county senator, Prince Weah, and see Maryland county senator, James Bonnie. I see the secretary general of the opposition Unity Party, soon to be leading position. And I see the Vice President elect and his wife. We also see Mr. Apiton Dawayu Edwards from the GDP. I see businessman George Kalando. I see Madam Sarah Leslie Yanti of the All Migrant Party. That's the African Liberation League, that is all. I see Sheikh Weah of the movement of One Liberia. A strong supporter of the president-elect, former Europa country Representative Francis Sakila Yumale is also here. There's a very long line, a long queue. Former 102 of the Liberia National Police, Eddie Kumar, is here also. He's the Chief Executive Officer of Pilot.
And police director.
You also see former police director Chris Masakwa is also here. So,
All right, guys. Hi there to everyone, and welcome to the show. This is Jay Randy here, and thank you guys so much for joining me here. It's always a pleasure to have you guys here. So we are here this evening again with another open discussion, and I look forward to seeing you guys participating on the show. Again, we are open for business, and we are also broadcasting on this other side as well. I'm getting to love this. Yes, I am getting to love this two-way of broadcasting, which I really appreciate a lot. So if you're out there, please be my guest and join us here. All right. Let me just blow this one up for you guys right here. All right. So if you're out there listening, welcome to the show. My name is Jay Randy, and it's always a pleasure to have you guys here broadcasting here today. Now, what do we have for you guys here? We have a lot of things that we have to discuss, and I'm looking forward to that. Thank you guys so much for joining me here. We got some PowerPoint presentation to present here, and we also have other things. So there's other people watching live on the regular YouTube channel, and there are other people watching on my Facebook channel. So wherever you are, the disadvantage, there is an advantage here, and there is a disadvantage. The disadvantage, those who are watching me right here by way of the phone, you will not be able to see what your friends are seeing right now. Yes, you will not be able to see that because our main focus right now is on the YouTube channel. So I will encourage you to move to the YouTube channel so that you can be able to watch. All right. So today we'll also be taking calls. Yes, I want to take calls from you guys because I have this question here, and here is the question here. All right. Question here is, let me just do this here. Do you think, all right, do you think that Mr. Weah, all right, do you think President Weah, as you can see here, all right, do you think President Weah, all right, do you think President Weah should, all right, should have an interview? Yes. Do you think President Weah need to have an interview? Again, those of you that are watching me here, you need to go on the J Randy Free Voice because you guys will not be able to see what I'm looking at right now. All those who follow the J Randy page, those who follow the YouTube channel will be able to see this. Other than that, you'll only be looking at me. And when it's time to play the audio, you'll be listening to the audio because we have to move away from the phone here. So I'm going to bring it right here again. So you're only going to be, it's going to be like you listen to the radio. And I don't want you to be listening to the radio. So you need to join your friends on the other side. Let us have this conversation. But you can stay here, you listen to the audio and stuff like that, which is good, but you will not be able to see some of the images that we see here. So we broadcasting simultaneously so that way we cannot be into any mess as the guys started to do. So the question here is, should President Weah, should President Weah conduct an interview? Yes. All right. Should President Weah conduct an interview? All right. So what I would do for you guys on the other side of the screen, all right. Let me see what I can do something here for you guys here because you guys got to be seeing the thing here. So I want you guys to move, how to transition. Yes, what I'm doing here is we have to transition from just a page with the phone, and then we need to transition over here. So what I will be doing for you guys here, and this is a baby step we have to take. So I just want to make sure that you guys don't get left out. So there go the camera right there. All right, there go the camera there. You guys are going to be looking at. This is what I'm going to be talking about. Yes, this is what I'm going to be talking about. I'm on the page here. So you guys will not be able to see what I was talking about here. For example, here, when I upload the video right here, let's just upload the video. And
from here, we are going to the church, the Echo Baptist Church, for intercessory service.
You're going to be listening to Joe Walker here. Right? So when I play this, you will not be able to watch it, but you're going to be able to listen to it. Yes. All right? And we don't want that. All right? So as I go along, I'm asking you guys to please subscribe to the channel. If not, you guys will just have to listen to what is being said and you will not be able to see it. All right. So I'm just encouraging you guys. If not, you guys will just be able to watch it and not be able to see it. All right. And I don't want that. Also, we'll be taking calls. Yes, we will be taking calls. So the question here is, should President Weah give an interview? My question here is, should President Weah give an interview before he leave office? That's the question I want you guys to respond to. So what I will do for you guys, I will also post the phone number here for you guys. Yes, I will post the phone number for you guys to be able to respond. You can call in, but if you also here on YouTube with me, then you will have the opportunity to be able to join me by way of YouTube. I know I can send you requests, you can join me. So going forward, these are things that we're going to be looking at. But in the coming month, yes, in the coming year, the new year that is coming up, whenever I'm home, I want to engage the computer. I want us to be able to engage the computer in order for us to have the conversation so you can be participating. So again, I would like to encourage every one of you guys. What's up there, Bidel? I would like to encourage you guys. All right. Let me put this thing up again. This is it right here. Please, guys, again, I'm going to do this here for every one of you guys. All you have to do is to find any of the pages. All you have to do is to just follow. Hit the follow button here. Hit the follow. Just go on Google, type in J Randy Free Voice. When you see Free Voice, just hit subscribe. When you do one of these, whenever I'm live, guess what? You will get that. You will get that. All right? You will get that. So I want you guys to be part of the show, to engage me. So I don't believe that we should just be, and every time I use the phone, I have to do the phone and they turn it around like this. Oh, my bad. And if I want to show you guys something back there, then I turn the phone around. Oh my, I keep hitting the wrong thing here. All right. Let's say if I want to show you what behind the camera here, and I want you out to see it, then I just hit there and they will come this way. Then when I'm done, then I come this way. No, I don't want that. Why? Because the computer screen here now is showing everything here. Everything is being shown here right now. All right. So right now, this is where I'm broadcasting from. All right. So let me just show you guys something here quickly. You see right here, look right here. So if you follow me, you see everything here. This is my page. This is the J Randy Free Voice, and this is the YouTube. That's it right there. So let me just click on it so you can see the name. Okay, that's it right there. This is the J Randy here. This is J Randy free voice. I mean free voice right here. And this is the other page here. So you'll be in it. So as long as you follow it when I broadcast, you see all the check mark. So everybody there watching it right now. All right. So you have to what? You have to be able to click on these things here. When you click here, follow the page. When you click here, because like the way I'm talking here, it got to report the page right here on the phone here. It got to report the page. When it goes silent, you can hear me. Then you be on your own. The other people on the other side will be hearing because we are broadcasting through YouTube and through StreamYard. So they got to report the page. You can hear me. Then you'll be stuck. So to in leaving the other crap, just go there and subscribe to the page because we have to get away from what they're doing. Doing Weah administration, none of things used to happen because Weah was a guy who believed that everyone have the right to express themselves. But the old folks that we're dealing with now, the aggravated guys, them, the emotional guys, them, they don't have thick skin. They put together vest. And so to avoid Facebook nonsense, we just have to like work around it. So I'm just encouraging you guys. So what we'll do today, there is an advantage on the two podcasts. The advantage is you will be hearing me and will also be hearing some of the video I'll be sharing here. But I will not have the time to keep switching around here and this. No, that is old school right now. All right. So please, if you can't do it tonight, let's go through it. But in the coming time, there's a timeline we have. We have the timeline where when I'm home or somewhere comfortable with my laptop, we'll always go on the laptop to use the podcast. If I'm maybe outside with just the phone, then we are stuck with the phone. There's nothing else we can do. All right. So please just try to follow exactly what we are planning to do here. So the question here tonight is, should President Weah, all right, should President Weah conduct an interview before he leave office? All right. Should President Weah have an interview before he leave office? What he got to say? Can he tell us what on his mind? What he got to say? Can he tell us? I would like to know. All right. I would like to know whether President Weah should have an interview so that way you and I can get to know what is on his mind. Interview that will tell us whether he made something, what he want to make of it or not. So do you think President Weah should have an interview? So if you're out there and you're listening, I want to give you the opportunity to call so that you can be part of the show. So let me see where I can activate the line. All right, let me see where I can activate the line so that you guys can call into the show. Yep, let's activate the line so that you can call into the show. Okay, people saying yes. I see other people saying yes. So if you say yes, then you need to call into the show and have your say. All right, call into the show and have your say. If you're watching me by way of YouTube, just send me a quick message. Say, hey, J Randy, bring me on, and I can bring you on. And I can bring you on. Oh, I see my man Yango. Yango is here. Yango is on the other side. Yango not cross the wall. Yango say yeah. Let me see it. Yango say yeah. There you go. There. Good afternoon from my aunt J Randy. So Yango is on the other side. So guys, please, if you want to have a very good time with us, please do not hesitate. Try to switch over, okay? So Yango, if you want to talk to me, if you're less busy, you want to talk to me, send me the request. I bring you on so that your friends can hear your voice. If you out here and you want to call, I'm going to post the number right now for you guys so that you guys can call and begin to express yourself. I want you guys to tell me whether President Weah should have an interview before he leave office. Should President Weah have an interview before he leave office? If you agree, then you just have to call. All right. All right. I see my boy Ansu here again. Wow. All the guys coming over. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I see Julius there. Yeah, Julius. Yes, Julius, I see you there. Thank you guys so much. Julius, I see you there. For those of you on the phone here, you can still be on the phone here with me. But when we start hitting the key points, you know the guy that they'll get very, oh my man, you go report it, man, go report it, man. Then that one you'll be on your own. So we're doing everything possible because I really want you guys to be on top of things And the moment the show start, we want to just keep the show moving and running like that. So that way we cannot be caught up in other things. All right. So I'm seeing all my boys in here. Ansel, there you go. I see Ansel down there. Thank you very much, Ansel. And I see my boy Julius here too. Thank you very much. So guys, and try to do the best. Let ride it. You got already used to the thing, yeah. Y'all go on Prince Sherry show, the same thing. Y'all go on Michael Gilman and other show, same thing. So let's try to move over. And the phone can be a secondary thing. All right. So let me try to set the thing down so that you guys can be able to call. Yeah, so I want you guys to call. Even if you on YouTube right now or you on Facebook watching me on Facebook, you don't have to go to YouTube all the time. But if you're on Facebook watching me too, on because you subscribe, you can just send me a request, and you can say, "Jay Randy, bring me on. I want to come talk. I will bring you on. Yes, I will bring you on, so you can come talk." So let's hurry up and do that quickly. All right. So let me try to get in here, and then I'm trying to set the phone up here so that you guys can be able to participate. Yes. I want you guys to participate. All right. Let me see here. It's enter the code here. Okay. All right. It's slow. It's slow. Let me see that. Am I pressing on something here? No. All right. So it's there you go right here. So let's look at the phone here. I want to make sure that it's hooked up here to I want to make sure that it's hooked up here because I want to hook it up to the conference call something here. So let me see here. Let's see assistant. Okay, let's see here. All right, let's see here. Okay, let's close this. Let's get to the phone here. Am I pressing on something here that making the phone to not work? Let's see here. Okay, let's see here. All right, so the phone is back on. Let's see here. Okay. All right, let's see. Okay, there you go. All right, the phone is up. Let me see what I can connect to let me see what I can connect it here on this stuff. Yeah, so guys, if you think President Weah should have an exit interview, call and share your opinion. All right, call and share. Let me see a Bluetooth. Let's connect the Bluetooth here. Okay, so Bluetooth on. Let's look for pairing here. Okay, let me look for the device here. Look for the nearby device. Okay, searching here. Oh, she's looking for so many things here. I want you to find this. Is this guy on already? Let me see where the guy is on. The guy's supposed to be on. So they can find. Okay, he's coming on now. I think he's on. Can you find this guy right now? Because I want you to hook up to this guy right here. Okay, there you go. He's on now. You got him. You got him right here. So let's pair with him right now. Okay, let's pair with him. All right. Okay, so allow plus to access your contact or history. Yep. And then pair with that. Okay. All right. So I'm going to make that call. Nobody gonna laugh at my ringtone here because some of you gotta laugh at my ringtone. So let me go call. I know my man Yango like to laugh at my ringtone here. So let me call and see what it will be pick up from here. Henry Yango, don't laugh at my ringtone, all right? I haven't changed it yet. I have not changed the ringtone yet, Henry Yango, because you always laughing at the ringtone. And nobody else should join Henry Yango to laugh at my ringtone here, all right? I need to change it. But I don't have the time to do that. I'm just one person. So let's see here. Okay, so it's coming to ring. Let's see what I will ring. And right now, go don't laugh at my ring too. Hello there. Hello there. Let me increase the volume. Hello there. Can I talk to Henry Yango? All right, he's coming. All right, bye. All right, guys, so we are ready now. Henry Yango is crazy, always laughing at me. All right, guys, so I'm going to post the phone number here for you guys and call and see how it works. All right, call and let's try it. Yeah, call and let's try it and see how it works. Yes, I want you to call. All right, I really do want you to call in. Let me see if I can get it on the speaker here. Let me see if I can get it on the other speaker here. All right, let's try again. I would like to try something again. So prepare yourself. Yes, please prepare yourself. I want you guys to try. Yes, I want you guys to try. Okay, so let me try something here again. Uh-oh. Yes, I want you guys to try. Okay, so let me try something here. All right. I was using the other phone. I'm not going to use that because I want to get a speaker on the other side here. So let me try this again and see where it will ring. And then this time we're going to try here. Let's see. It should be loud now. Okay. All right. Every angle the phone going on. Let's answer that and see where it will get it to the speaker there. Okay. Hello? Hello? I'm trying to get it on the other speaker here. I know. Okay. I know what's going on here. I know what's going on. I know exactly what's going on here. So I'm going to look for the other one right here into the pairing. Let me look for this one into the pairing, and then we'll be able to pick it up. Okay, let's look for it. Let's pair the device. Okay, there you go. Yeah, how they call it? Okay, that is something on that NV. Get me the other one there. Okay, let's see here. She's still searching. All right, so guys, if you want to call, we'll use the phone for now. Let's use the phone for now, so when you call, you can be able. I don't want to waste your time here because we are pressed with time. We are definitely pressed with time here, so I don't want to waste your time here. Let me see if I can turn the Bluetooth on here. Yeah, I really want to catch it here. Let me get it out of here. Maybe I'll be able to catch it here. Let me see here. She's still searching for that here right now. Yeah, she's still searching for it. She's catching all the other devices here, but she's not catching that one. So what we're going to do here, guys, let me just post the number up for you guys. All right, let me just post the number up for you guys so that you can be able to call and have this conversation here. Yes. I already got this on this one here, so it's okay to be on this other one. All right, it's okay to be on the one, but she's not getting the angle here. She's not getting angle here. She's getting different one here. All right, so what we'll do, we'll just stick with the one we have right now. All right, so let's stick with the one we have here. So I'm just going to post the number for you guys. So I'm going to post the number. Let me just turn this one off here. I'm going to turn this off here. Let me turn this off. All right. So my apologies, guys. I should have done all of these before coming on. But again, I'm so sorry. So let me put the number here for you guys. The number to get it on here for you guys. Very, very easy. All right. So there go the number right here. There go the number there. Those who watching me on Facebook, there go the number over there. So the number is over there on the YouTube channel. So for you guys here, I'm going to post the number here for you guys. So please call. All right. So let me post the number here in the comment section here. That number is 445 space 2262 and then 7817. All right, so 445-262-7817. All right, so guys, you guys are welcome to call. I'm going to start a conversation right now. So if you're joining me, please be my guest. Should President Weah have an interview before he leave? That's the question I have for you guys. Should he have an interview? There go the number there. All right, the number is right there. There go the number. So if you want to participate, give me a call. If you want to participate, give me a call. Should President Weah have an interview? All right. Should he have an interview? Give me a call. Let me see here. If you think that Mr. Weah should have an interview, the number is there. Call the number and let's get into it. All right. While we are that, I'll be taking call, but let me just bring you up to speed here. All right. So those of you that are watching me by way of YouTube, this is what I have here for you guys here. All right. So here, Mr. Borka was in the United States here. All right, Mr. Parker was in the United States. And what we saw, okay, let me see here. Oh, just people just been looking at this thing. Let me look at my photo here. Guys, they're going to do that. I told you guys. So right now, if you're on YouTube, you should be able to hear me now. Yes. If you're on the YouTube channel, you should be able to hear me. Yes. If you're going to be on YouTube channel, you should be able to hear me now. All right. If you're on YouTube, you should be able to hear me. So I'm going to turn this thing off and I'm going to join you guys right back. So I turn this off. I'm going to join you guys right back. Okay. So let's get back here. So if you're on YouTube, you should be able to hear me now. If you're on YouTube, you should be able to hear me now. I told you guys from the beginning. All right, so let's see here. Let's see here. If you're on YouTube, you should be able to hear me here. Let's see here on the YouTube channel here. Okay, if you're on YouTube, you should be able to hear me here. You should be able to hear me here. Let's see here so on the YouTube channel here. Right now, I'm on YouTube. You can hear me now, right? Okay, if you're on YouTube, you should be able to hear me here. You can hear me now. Okay, I can hear myself right now. I can hear myself now, right? I can hear myself. So guys, if you're out there right now on YouTube, if you can hear me, say yes, Jay Randy, I can hear you. I see here, Buster, you there, right? Buster, you can hear me. So Buster, if you can hear me, just type yes. Type yes over the Buster. If you can hear me. All right. Answer if you can hear me, type yes. All right. If you can hear me, type yes. I'm looking at the comment section. So I'm going to go back now. All right. I'm going to type something here. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? All right. On YouTube. Let's go there. So if you can hear me on YouTube, you got to type yes. Can you guys hear me on YouTube? If you can hear me, type yes. I'm sending it there. Can you guys hear me? Because I'm hearing myself. Good, good. Terry said yes. All right. Thank you very much, Terry. So you see, they just slow us down on Facebook. So right now we are live. So I had to go back again and go log in again. All right. So we can bring the Facebook people in. So I think that way it will help them to get some idea here. So let's go back. Let's go back again and try again. All right. Let's go back again and try it. Let's go back again. Bring the people in from YouTube. All right. I mean from Facebook. Let's go by and bring them in again for the second time and see whether we allow them again. And you know, because we can't keep living with that kind of crap all the time. I don't have time for that crap. Yes, I don't have time for that crap. So let's go back here again. We are back here with the Facebook people. All right. We are back here with the Facebook people. So let's go back here to the Facebook people and try to bring them back in. And keep telling them they need to subscribe. They need to subscribe. They need to subscribe. All right. So let's go back to them again and bring them back in here again. All right. They will soon be coming to come join us here. Yes. They will soon be coming to come join us here. Let me see here. People, let's see. Okay, these are all the messages then. So yeah, so guys, if you're there, you want to give me a call, wherever you are, you want to give me a quick call, please do that and give me a call. So yes, and so yeah, thank you so much for acknowledging that you guys can see and hear me. That's good. I really appreciate you guys for letting me know that you guys can hear me. Thank you guys very, very much for that acknowledgement. I really want to appreciate you guys for that. Yes, I really do appreciate you guys for that. So yeah, so guys, again, I'm going to post the number here for the people on Facebook. All right, so guys, okay, there you go. Yango is switching between sides. Yes, Yango is switching between sides. That's good. I appreciate you guys, Yango. All right. So you got the number there. If you want to call, please let me know. If you got the number there, and yeah, but if they're playing with the podcast, then we just have to go on the other side. That's what you guys need to do, because when the thing went off, they got it on YouTube or hearing me. So if you subscribe to the YouTube, that will be fine. That's all. If you subscribe to the YouTube, it will be okay. And all you gotta do, exactly. They don't want me to broadcast on Facebook. No, it can't be anymore. I will still be broadcasting on YouTube. They can't do that. I mean, on Facebook, I will still be broadcasting. They can't stop me. They cannot stop me. No, they can't stop me. They cannot stop J Randy. So all you gotta do is to follow the radar here. All right. So let me post the number there for you guys so you guys can call. All right. So let's get the ball rolling here quickly here. Let's get the ball rolling. Let us get the ball rolling here. All right. Let's get the ball rolling. Let me go and find where we are now. And let me go and find where we are. We have to expose these guys. That's what we got to do, folks. We got to expose them. That's what we need to do. All right, we have to expose them. All right, so let me put the number there for you guys. Let me put the number there again so you guys can call. I want you guys to call, please. If you're on here too, if you're on the main channel here, call. Guys, the number right down there. Try to call. The phone can ring. We already tried. So let's go. Shoot, President, we are having an interview here. Should we have an interview before he leave office? For me, I agree. I really want him to have an interview before he leave office. All right. I want him to have an interview before he leave office. So there go the number there. I just pinned the number for you guys, or just posted the number for you guys. 445-262-7817. Shoot, President, we are having an interview before he leave. I'm saying yes, he needs to have an interview. But before we go through that, I have a video here for you guys. So every one of you guys who are not on YouTube, you guys will not see the video, but I just want us to watch the video now. So Joseph Walker, before we go through that, let's come to Joe Walker here first, right? So this thing right here, you're going to see it right here. Joe Walker came to the United States. So I'm going to do this for you guys here. So Joe Walker came to the United States here, and he was here for some time. You know the drill. People saw him. He went missing for 1 to 2 weeks. Nobody saw him. But when Joe Walker came out and people started asking Joe Walker, where have you been? Joseph Walker could not give any account as to where he been. So when he got to Monrovia, guys watching me now on YouTube and on my other pages, here is what Joe Walker told the people. So let's go in there and listen.
Because of the press, we've been very happy to be here. We thank God for the safe trip to the United States. As you
3
know,
weeks, yes.
we knew what was ahead of us.
So let's listen to Joe Walker. If you guys listen here, if you can hear, that's fine. If not, you have to move on the other side and listen to me.
Medical check, Ms. Walker and I. Fortunately, we did it in Providence, where a lot of Liberian support.
Did you hear what he just said? Let's go by again.
Did it in.
Did you hear what he just said? Joe Walker said something again. Joe Walker said something. All the time Mr. Walker was in the United States, we were asking questions. After he went missing for 2 weeks, we started asking questions. Where is Joe Walker? Where is Joe Walker? And we're not able to see Joe Walker anywhere, right? So he arrived in Liberia. Let's start the audio over again. I mean the video. For those of you watching here, you will not be able to see it. You have to go on to YouTube and be able to subscribe with me there, or go to enter my Facebook page. And if you go on my Facebook page, you will find me there, and then you'll be able to join me. All right. So please do that. So let's do it here again. All right. Let's do it here. Let's start the audio here. If you can hear the audio, that's fine. I will try to see where I can hear it myself.
His Excellency, the President-elect of Liberia, just touched down, and as usual, he would like to interact with the press, and it's going to be very brief. From here, we are going to the church, the Echo Baptist Church, for intercessory service. Yes,
Thank you.
Oh yeah, so you guys can hear it. That's good. So Joe Walker is speaking now.
Members collaborating behind him because of
If you
the
want to
press.
see that, you have to go to the other
Very
side.
happy to be here. We thank God for the safe trip to the United States. As you know, we knew what was ahead of us, so immediately we left, went to do our medical check, just walking and I. Fortunately, we
So you listen, guys. Unfortunately, some of you guys will not be able to hear it. All right. All right. Thank you very much, Patterson. So Joseph Walker just told every one of us that he came to the United States to do a medical checkup. That's what he just said. So our question here is, we have a letter that was written by Joe Walker. So I'm going to upload the letter so that every one of you guys can see that letter. All right. The letter that Joe Walker said he released. Let's go to the letter there. All right. Let's go to the letter. Okay, I think we're on the wrong one. Let's go to the right one here. This is the one that we got President Weah on. So Joe Walker came. All right. Joe Walker came here. This is the letter that Joe Walker wrote, and it was also in the Daily Observer newspaper, right? Joe Walker released this information here. And guys, if you're on that side here watching me, I will only attempt to show it to you guys once, but I want you guys to move over to the other page because this is not going to help us here. So this is Joe Walker letter here on Daily Observer. As you can see right here, it was on the 12th, the first month of December 2023, when Daily Observer said President-elect Joe Walker depart for the U.S. today. Now, in that letter, Joe Walker then said, all right, so I'm going to move that here. Let's go to the next page here. So on your far right here, all right, on your far right, left here, right here, guys, right here, the one that said Hope TV. In that letter, Joe Walker told Liberians that he was scheduled to travel to the United States, and while in the United States, Joe Walker said he's going to hold a wide range of discussion with wide range of consultation with stakeholders in the United States, in the political process of Liberia, including the Unity Party in the United States and Canada, to thank them for the massive and unwavering support. Now, there was nowhere in the letter where Joe Walker said that he was going to do any medical checkup. There's nowhere in the letter that he said that. All right. So you got that on the other side here. I'm just going to switch this thing around. And Joe Walker did not say anything here, as you can see on our YouTube channel here. All the letter here, Joe Walker did not mention anything here. All right. What's up there, Moyu? Joe Walker did not mention anything. But now when you listen to the interview, let's go to the arrival interview again. And let's go back again and listen to the honorable man again. All right. Let's go back to him again and listen to him here.
The safe trip to the United States.
Okay.
As you know, we knew what was ahead of us, so immediately we left, went to do our medical check, just walking and I.
So you see, Joe Walker is saying that he went because he arrived in Newark, New Jersey. All right. Now I see they already stopped the show here now. Guys, you see, I cannot see myself talking now. They already stopped the show here now. You can't hear me. I keep telling you guys, you have to move on the other side. You have to move on the other side. They already block you guys here now. They are already block you guys. So I got to move on the other side. I keep saying it. You got to move on the other side. Yes. Sumo, you got to move on the other side. You got to move on the other side. All right. You got to move on the other side. I keep telling you guys. I'm not going to remind you guys again. I don't know why you guys don't listen. I keep telling you guys. You have to move on the other side. I don't know why you guys don't listen. You got to move on the other side. So guys, they just close them all again. So let's just stay here. All right. Let's stay here. We'll get back to them here. All right. Let's just stay here. We'll get back to them. I keep telling the brothers then they got to come on the other side, but they don't want to do it. All right. So you listen to Joe Walker or they're saying that, oh, they keen to do medical checkup. But there was no time that they keen to do medical checkup. There was no time. All right. So let's continue to listen to Joe Walker here still.
Fortunately, we did it in Providence, where a lot of Liberian supporters and people from around the different states came. We met with them to give them thanks for their contribution to the exercise. Fortunately, a lot of them turned up. After that, the tax ahead was.
So there you have it then. You guys will now know that Joe Walker actually came to the United States to do a medical checkup. But why Joe Walker was missing for 2 weeks? The question here is, did Joe Walker go through some medical procedures? That's what we need to know. But he did not tell us. Every one of us here were very concerned, but Joe Walker did not tell us. All right. Let's see if Facebook says I should resume my podcast. Let me see it. Resume your podcast. Let's see whether it will allow me to talk here. All right. All right. So we back here. We are back. So Facebook is asking me now to renew. All right. So we'll keep it this way. Why does Joe Walker help? All right. Oh yeah, I see somebody. How you doing there, my sister? Let me just do it like this. All right. Are you guys hearing me now? Can you guys hear me now? All right. So we're back again, right? All right. Good, good, good. Guys, they're back again. They're back again. All right. So they're back. All right. So a sister here is asking us, guys. So if you listen to me on YouTube here, a sister here is asking me. Let me just bring myself out on camera here. So, guys, a sister here is asking me on the other side here. All right, guys. So let me bring the phone so you guys can see it. Right, as you can see here. All right. So a sister is asking me, all right, why are you concerned? Yes. Why are you concerned? I mean, so she said, why? I mean, so why does Joe Walker, JNB, health concern you so much? Well, Joe Walker health concern me so much, Howard, because he is going to be our president. And in order to be our president, there is a huge responsibility that Mr. Walker has to deal with. Mr. Walker got to get up in the morning. He got to take call at 3 a.m. Mr. Walker got to be brief. Mr. Walker got to be able to get to work on time. So if somebody who is in a medical condition, there will be no way that Walker will be able to do his job efficiently and effectively, whether it is mentally, physically. So we don't want to have somebody who is not able to perform the job of the president. People must be fit. And I got it. I understand. And folks, let every one of us just take a step back and get to understand that because our country have not introduced these things to us, all right? They have not introduced the thing to us. That is why we are the way we are. And we never got used to these things. So when people ask the question, I don't think we should get a little bit upset. Someone like Howard does not understand that the functional capacity of any individual to efficiently perform their job has to do with their overall health. Joseph Walker has a medical condition, and that is a pacemaker. And what we need is for a doctor to give us a clearance that he is able to perform his job. Now, he said he went and did a medical checkup, right, guys? So while he was in the United States, he never told us anything about him going to the hospital. But the moment he arrived in Liberia, he told the people that, oh, I went there to do a medical checkup. That's good. But what did the doctor say? Did the doctor give? Because it's one thing to do a medical checkup, and it's another thing to get the medical summary report from the doctor. So that's what I want us to understand. He just admitted to that. So let's continue playing there because the journalists they asking question. So let's go back again and let's start the ball rolling here. All right, let's start the ball rolling here again so that we all can listen to Joe Parker here.
Liberia just touched down.
So if
And
you can
as
hear me on the
usual,
other
he would like
side
to
here, please let
interact
me
with the
know.
press. And it's going to be very brief. From here, we are going to the church, the Echo Baptist Church,
Unfortunately, you'll not be able to see it.
for
If you go
intercessory
over to
service.
my YouTube channel, you'll be able to see this thing. All right.
Thank you. Members collaborating behind me because of the press. We've been very happy to be here. We thank God for the safe trip to the United States. As you know, we knew what was ahead of us, so immediately we left, went to do our medical check, Ms. Walker and I. Fortunately, we did it in Providence, where a lot of Liberian supporters and people from around the different states came. We met with them to give them thanks for their contribution to.
So you guys heard the old man, right? You heard the pop. He said he came to the United States to do a medical checkup. All right. But that was never announced in the letter. The press release the old man issue. It was never mentioned in that letter that he was coming to the United States to go through some type of medical exam. And while he was here, he got missing here for almost 2 weeks. We never saw, we never heard from him. Once he surfaced by, next thing we know, he was going from one meeting. We saw him around a big buffet table trying to enjoy himself. We don't have any issue with that. But where was he in the last 2 weeks that he did not tell us? That was our concern. And we did not get to know. He got to Liberia at the RIA airport that when he opened it, said to people, hey guys, guess what? I went to the United States. I went to Rhode Island and I did a medical exam. Do you see Joe Parker as somebody who has been very honest with all Liberians? That's the question. Do you think he's very honest with all Liberians? So I want to give you guys the opportunity to please, again, please copy the number. All right. I think the number should be here. All right. The number is here. All right. The number is here. All right. So let me put the number here again. Monju, do you have that number? If you have the number, please post the number. I want you guys to call. The two things we have here tonight is should President Weah conduct an interview. All right. Should President Weah conduct an interview before leaving office? We already have the number here for the people who are watching me on the screen right now. All right. Somebody said JMB and a team. Yes, they're right here. I agree with you, Terry Doma. JMB and his team can lie too much. And I agree with you because they are giving misinformation out there. Why they cannot be honest with you guys here? All right. They need to be honest. Remember when Joe Weah went on that power trip or around, Mr. Weah was sending letter back, extending his trip and giving reason why he went on that trip. But Joe Parker, while in the United States, did not tell us where he was, what happened to him. He never said anything in regards to that. That is totally unfair to you out there that he cannot say. So I want to hear from you. We have the numbers here. So please call and tell me what you think. All right? Call and tell me what you think. Let me put the number here again for you guys. Let me put a number here again for you guys. The number is 445. All right. That's the number there, 445-262. All right. 7817. That's the number there. 445-262-7817. Call and let me know. Your friends here will hear you. All right, or make your post. All right, post your stuff out there or call so that your friends can hear you. Just go the number down there. Just posted the number there. So call 445-262-78. I want to hear from you guys. Call and let me know. If you're watching me on YouTube here, send me a request. Let me know. Just say, J. Randy, bring me on. I will bring you on. So in the meantime, let's keep watching and listening to Joe Walker here, all right?
The exercise. Fortunately, a lot of them turn up. After that,
Vasco smoke, my man. Let me stop it here. Vasco smoke. Vasco, my man, where you been a few times, Vasco? Somebody told me, say, all the people that from Lower County, they brought you together. They talk to you, they tell you to slow down, Vasco. What's going on? Vasco got a puppy feel order. If I see Vasco got a puppy feel order, and the other side, he fall in the quota. Vasco, where have you been? I hope everything is okay with you. But I stopped seeing you, for a while now, Vasco. So let me know, But I heard that the puppy them from the interior, they call you and they try to say, my man, take down with the papel, that what in here. So let us know, Vasco. All right. But thank you for stopping by, and thanks to every one of you guys, Liberian historian. Thank you. So we are listening to Joe Walker here, giving all his press release here. So again, the number is over there, guys. If you think President Weah should have an interview before he leaves, please call that number and let us know here. 445-262-7817. Call and let us know. All right, call and let us know. Oh, he say he getting ready. Okay. All right, there you go. Let's take our first call here right now. Let's take our first call here. Hello there. How you doing?
This is Masale calling from Maryland.
All right, Masale, how you doing, guys? If you can hear Masale, please let me know. How you doing, Masale?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you? Compliment of the season, man.
Yes, sir, Masale. Since to you too, man. Since to you. What you got for us, Masale?
Yeah, the issue here, or
if you can hear Masale, please give me the tones on both sides, guys. If you can hear Masale, please all right, Patterson say yes. Go ahead, Masale.
Yes, my issue here had to do with Joseph Wakai.
Okay.
Yeah, because when Joseph Wakai was coming to America, he didn't tell the Liberian people that he was coming here for any medical need or anything.
Do you think that's fair? Do you think that's fair for him to not tell us and tell the people back?
That's deception. You can lie to the people that you're coming to be leading. You can do that.
Okay.
You coming to America as a president-elect, you're supposed to tell the people, oh yes, elections are over and I'm going to the United States for some medical checkup and other things. Because as he said, oh yes, we do the tax ahead and went to do some medical checkup. But why when you were coming, you didn't tell the people that you were for medical checkup? You see, and you will see his supporters, everything they want to be defending him, why people should be asking about Joseph Wakai medical. Why Liberians are not asking where is Alexander Kumis?
Okay.
Why Liberians are not concerned to know where Alexander Kumi is?
Yeah.
Wakai is now a president-elect. He's going to rule that country for 6 years. If he wants to rule for 12 years, so be it.
Yeah.
So we have to know everything about him. You see?
Okay.
Everywhere Joseph Wakai goes, the Liberian people should know where he's going and what he's going for.
Okay.
You're supposed to know if you don't want Liberian people to know anything about Joseph Wakai, you people shouldn't have elected him as president of the country.
Okay.
Once he's elected as Liberian president, we have all means and right to know where he go and why he went for. When he comes to America, we should know where our president-elect is. You see, that's why I always tell people.
So let me ask you the question. Let me ask you the other question here. Did you see that video where that video is so nasty to discuss, but for the sake of everyone, because I know people want to know about everyone's reaction. Did you see that video that Carrasco shared a clip of that video where Joseph Walker's wife is giving him something from her mouth? Did you see that video?
That is disgusting. That is a total embarrassment for our country.
Yeah.
You see, you sitting over there, your wife is sitting by you, and it just reminds me of when I was in school, my brother and I, when we used to go for weekend, and our mother would be like, I don't have money to give you.
Yeah.
I had a small head, and she would just take the money in your hand. Instead of giving to me, I would just hold it and shopping in my pocket. Now, what can you do over there?
Yeah.
This is our husband, just put her head to her mouth, took that thing, and brought it down and gave it to him. Then she starts stretching her eye like when you catch your woman with men, the way all her eyeball can come outside.
Yeah.
So yeah, they eat you in that holy put it in that disgusting.
Yeah,
Why
man.
people
Yeah,
do
man.
this kind of thing and then you get a party people say, oh now the woman husband, now her husband, and so what? You see, if I want to share children with my
So
wife,
so
I have
so
to be
so 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 let me ask you the devil advocate question in regards to you guys. So let's say that particular view we saw. What if that cloud we had done it to George Weah? How you think they were going to respond to the Unity Party? But what do you think were going to be a reaction?
oh my people, in cloud we are just do that one to president. We are done like this now. All on BBC. Yeah, now like this Turkish Africa and all carrying it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will be carrying it all around. But because now Joseph Wakai, so now in Trumpish Africa will not carry that other news, will not hear it on BBC. You
Wow.
see, this is a total deception. That's why I continue to say, is this how those people coming to rule us, rule the Liberians in that country? You see, you coming here to the people, you lie, you can't tell them, say you here for any, you coming for medical.
Yeah.
You give the people asking where is Joseph Wakali, then they causing my cause.
Yeah.
Where is Joseph Wakali cause my cause. You see,
Okay.
nobody, the United Party people, really, those people right now, they know Joseph Wakali condition. Those guys, they are only they everything to carry that paper by just to be inaugurated. Some of them they are appointed positions and think what happened to Joseph Wakai, why happy they get nothing to do with him. All they know Joseph Wakai has appointed some of them and they waiting to be confirmed and thing. That's all. Those people did not get time for that help. The only thing I continue to say, those people saw Joseph Wakai as an opportunity. Right now, if we get the paper over there, we're able to use him and do what we can do. 12 years, we squander all our opportunity. Right now, if we can get him in these 6 years, we can do what we want to do.
Yeah.
And finally, they have gotten him. They managed to carry him back. All the Unity Party people, all they worry about is their position. Joseph Waka be able to give them their position that they want. After that, now he can consult you. What happened to you? What not happened to you? No problem. But if they know if Jeremiah is inaugurated as president, they are not going to get that position. Jeremiah Kuhn for Unity Party, he for MPR. So they will give all their position to their members.
Okay.
They will be having the 70% of appointment and Unity Party can carry 30.
So let me ask you the question. Let me ask you the question here because I got another call coming in quickly. So let me ask you the question here. Do you think President Weah should have an interview before leaving office? Let's say call for it. Somebody like let's say somebody like interview him for him to let us know how was his job, why he did, why he regretting, why he didn't do. Do you think if somebody were to ask you, should President Weah have an interview before leaving office, will you agree to that or no?
Absolutely, yes. That president we have been interviewed and let people know, oh yes, he says here he said for how was it, how challenging it was, what he went through, and some of those things that he did, and now that he leaving, let people know, oh yes, how he leaving, as to whether he's happy leaving or as to whether he's not happy. Let him have an interview, let know, oh yes, I ruled for 6 years, it was challenging, but I did this, I did this. These are things that I did. You see, let people know what he did and how he's leaving the country. Yeah, let him tell the people his heart for the country, even though he's no more, he's leaving. I think that would be good instead of just going like that without having an interview. When he became president, he had an interview. So even when he leaving, I think it would be genuine enough to have an interview before leaving. Yes, thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome. Yeah, so I see Blama Musa say yes, that's a very valid question. So the president out there needs to be able to have that interview. So, Mr. President, if you're listening, the people really want you to have an interview, which will be good for the Liberian people. So please, Mr. President, if you're listening, everyone seems to be, in the mood, want to listen to the president. So if you're out there, you want to participate and want to add your voice, please do the same thing too, because I think it is important that the president have this interview so we can get to know what he really wanted to achieve and stuff like that.
Hello?
Yeah, hello. How you doing?
I'm okay, sir.
Okay. Welcome to the show, Chief. What you got for us?
I am okay. Thank you for bringing me on.
Okay. Can you state your name quickly?
Yes, sir. This is Fed Moyun.
Okay, Monju. How you doing, Chief? Thank you for calling. People are listening to you. Where you want to start? You want to discuss about Joseph Walker and his wife gross video, or you want to start with President Weah? Or where you want to start? What do you have for us? Go ahead.
I got a few questions that I want you to answer for me,
Okay.
if you can.
Okay.
Yeah, so the first one, I think you already mentioned, it has to do with the outgoing president,
Okay.
George Weah.
Okay.
Do you see the need for him to have a final press conference as a president before he leaves? So in a press conference, what I would like to be hearing is where he met Labure, what he did, what he achieved.
Yeah.
Those are things I just want you to touch on a little bit.
Okay, yeah, I think the first quarter before you did mention a good portion of that, but now that you're asking me for my opinion, I would say yes, and I'm sure everyone on here, I'm not in your mind, but I believe it is important that President Weah, have this interview, and the interview should let us know, like you said, Monju, where he met the country, and how much he had done so far. All right. All right, Monju, hold on. There's somebody here is making a derogatory remark, so I have to ban that person from here now. All right. All right. Sorry there, Moyus. Some people don't learn. I don't know why it's Palm Motor here today, but nobody will come on the platform here and start to accuse people that have not been found guilty of doing anything wrong. And you nobody should just accuse anybody that we don't take this thing on the platform here. So let me just continue with that. So I believe that President Weah need to tell the Liberian people where he met the country, what project he managed to carry out, and how much success rate they had completed the project, what was the project in the pipeline that he was hoping to complete for the next 6 years. Now that he don't have that 6 year, let him let us know what are the type of projects and how important the projects are so that we can be able to understand. Because the PROPO, all right, the PROPO framework, that framework has already been approved by the international partner. It's something that want to take Liberia to 2030. So whoever comes after President Weah, whatever program they bringing, it need to align with that PROPO agenda. If they cannot do those things, then of course it will not be able to measure our success rate. So like people often say, let us hear it from the house's mouth. I would like for President Weah to have the interview to tell us about his projects, and then how far and how many projects he was able to complete, what are the ones that are still on the back burner, and what is his expectation for those projects. Number two, I also want to hear from President Weah the position he had as president. If he had to do it again, what better way will he do it again? Let him speak about his minister. If they perform well to his expectation, let him let us know. If there's anything that he thought he couldn't have done while he was with them, let him also let us know. And there's any missed opportunity, let him let us know how he can, if the opportunity is given to him, how he can fix it. Because by Mr. We are letting us know where he stops, we will be in the know with that information, and then that will be added to our reservoir as to how to fact check this Parker administration to see where they are doing well, why they're doing well, and why they are not doing those things. So, Moyu, I hope that helped with the question.
Yes. Okay. Stay on the president, the outgoing president. Most Liberian concern has to do with bring the war crime code, because other countries that went through civil war that implemented the war crime code, they are making some progress. Now that the president is outgoing, now if he decides to sign any document to bring war crime code in Liberia, do you see that as witch hunting to the government officials, especially those that took part in the war?
Well, I won't see that as witch hunting because first of all, the TRC, kind of set the basic for us to acknowledge what people did wrong to each other in our country. And then more besides that, there was some recommendation that were made to prevent other people not to serve in different positions. But again, it was never realized people who committed atrocity were part of the government. So I think since a vast majority of the people have been calling for the war crime code and the president is about to leave, I think it would be better, all right? It would be better for him to declare his intention about the war and economic crime code. Because my understanding where he built that PHP park, my understanding is, and guys, if you listen to me, please correct me if I'm wrong. They just dedicated PHP park. It is my understanding it was the era where they executed the 13 men on the pole. I'm not too sure, but I'm looking to you guys out here who have a vast knowledge, especially on the ground. I'm trying to say this to say that the president want to bring peace to the country. If Liberians have been calling for the establishment of the economic and war crime code, now that he's outgoing, we want to hear his side. Maybe he was thinking about doing that if he were going to be re-elected. Let us hear that from him. So I think it will be important that he says something like that. Look, if I were going to be there, or I would support the establishment of the economic and war crime code, and I will do everything in my power as I leave. I mean, prior to leaving, I will let you guys know that I want it to be established. So that way we will walk away understanding from him that yes, President Weah has already said it, that he is in favor of the establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Code. And for any reason he does decide to rerun again, or anybody from the party decide to run, that will be something that the party support, and then will be able to, support that individual.
Okay. Okay. Um, Looking at Stanton case, he was acted, he went to court and pleaded guilty. Now, during that time, why if the government of Liberia at the time said, you know what, based on Stanton case, we will shut down his radio station until further notice. What do you think the Liberian people are going to say? Was that press abuse?
Yeah, that's a very important question there too. I think shutting down a radio station directly was going to be a violation to freedom of speech. I think what the president should have done, and is to look at America as an ally that respect every rules. So Mr. Witherspoon himself also gave opportunity to the people of Liberia. So you will remember when the indictment came out in January of this year, few days later, Mr. Witherspoon came out and said he was leaving the position as CEO, and he was turning it over to someone because of the indictment charges. I think that was an opportunity for the Liberian government to come in and say, okay, we will allow the station to run, but as far as Mr. Witherspoon and his legal battle, we want to make sure that he remain off air until he can come to some, clearing of his case. The purpose for that is he is indicted based on misinformation or some type of behavior that don't warrant and the integrity of being someone on the radio. And then that through the regulation within, or the policy within Spoon Network too, the acting person will also say, okay, with the power invested in us, because if Spoon has stakeholders, board members, they would have come out and say, you know what, we don't think that Mr. Witherspoon should be on the air due to his legal issue until he is exonerated. So I think the government could use that opportunity to say, you know what, now that Mr. Witherspoon is going through the legal proceeding, we will advise that he doesn't come on the air until and he is exonerated from the case. I think that would have been an opportunity. For the fact that he also said he was resigning, I thought that's something that he was going to do as well.
So if the government has said, so let's assume that the CDC government was a military government and just try to use a military power, because of the case against him, we shut it down. I mean, was that going to be?
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, Stanton Witherspoon, while it is true that he is the financial and the owner of the station is guided by policy and regulation that align with good journalism in the country. His behavior does not include everyone who works for the station. So whether it is a military government or not, I would suggest that just shutting them down is a very risky thing to do, especially as a military government. But I would say go for the source or the individual, not the station. And that is why it is very, very important that if you establish any organization, the bylaw or constitution of that organization should not be in favor of anyone, but it should be based on good practice that align with whatever institution that you are applicable to. The regulation should meet that. For example, if any of our member in our organization is in any sort of, what we describe as unethical behavior, that person should resign and has nothing to do with the function of this institution until he or she get a clear or clearance from whatever obligation that person is going through. And if that is the policy or bylaw of that organization, then everybody should agree to that. That means that one man doing is not everybody doing, whether it is a military government or this, because if you shut Spoon down, there are some good people that want to see Spoon being better. But if you shut it down, then are you punishing one man action to cover everyone? That's something that even if Mr. Weah were thinking about that, I will not do that at all. Yes, I will not do that. All right. So yes.
So, the president-elect came to the U.S. I think December 1st. We didn't see until I think 13 or 14 days later.
Correct.
Now, when you first landed here, Sally, he took picture with Stanton, who is the federal person. Now, how does that present Liberia image to the outside world, especially to the people of America?
Well, I will answer your question direct, and then I will try to describe and make a few comments to that. As far as the image go, it will be shocking to the institution, especially the justice institution in the country, and to people of integrity in this country, and that include Liberians that believe in integrity work. It will be a shock because many, I would say, every one of us in the country, no matter what age you are, Liberian man back in the days to say the human being garage. The human being garage is where you and I go, whether it is urgent care, the new style now of fast tracking people, or the emergency room, or even seeing the doctor regularly. We are all subject to the medical institution in this country, and there are ethics that they are required to follow as far as the practice go, and there are educational requirements that must be met as far as those who want to pursue any career. So learning from the indictment charges that Mr. Witherspoon went through, and as they described it, taking the shortcut, and he was indicted and eventually pled guilty, it was wrong. It sent a very wrong image. But again, in all fairness to Mr. Boycott and his people, I will ask this question. Did they deliberately decide to allow Mr. Witherspoon to meet Mr. Boycott, or was it an honest decision or a deliberate decision? It is very difficult to challenge because, I mean, not difficult to challenge, but to discuss that because Mr. Witherspoon has been very instrumental in really playing on the minds of Liberians. So he played a significant role in helping Boycott to get elected. We cannot underestimate that because CDC did not listen to some of us here. So we got to give it to Mr. Witherspoon. So meeting Mr. Boca in the way he did on camera and through the eyes of picture, that, like I said in your first question, it was it sent a wrong message, very very wrong. But as far as appreciating him, was it an honest way to meet him or a deliberate way to meet him? That is something that will be discussed by them. But for me, I think it was wrong for him to meet the man in the public, because America is a country of law that believe in the ethical practice of everyone here should be measured up to the expectation of the society view. So that was wrong. But again, it is up to the team. They could have done it in what I would describe as, they could have done it in private, and do it in private so that way the public will not see it. Because if the public see it, there will be different views and opinions on that image.
Now, when Joseph Boga returns to Liberia, why do you think no journalist in Liberia asked him why he and Stanton took picture?
Yeah, you seem to be hitting a very, very, very tough question here tonight, and I will do the best I can. That's a very significant question. Either because, one, the journalists, they are not staying alone journalists. These guys do not have any independent financial resources, and they don't believe in the ethics of journalism, and they don't believe in fair reporting. That would be my best guess. Because, like you said in your second question, the meeting of Joe Boca with Stanton Witherspoon sent a very bad image of our country here. Yes, it sent a very bad image. So when he got back home, I think the journalists should are asking that question based on ethics. It's not about law, but it's about ethics. Because you see, there are times that people violate the laws, the law will take it course to hold you responsible. There are times that ethical expectation should come into play, because Stanton is a controversial guy right now who had done something that if it was not going to be caught at this time, it would have gone so bad that even us Liberian, and how people stereotype people in the country. If people, yes, if for example, God forbid, if something bad would have happened to many Americans dying here, and it would have been very, very bad. And people would start saying, oh, but who the guy? Where you from? You from Liberia? And you and I would become target in this country. But thank God we didn't reach that far. So I think the journalists, if they're operating through the framework of being very ethical, they would have asked Mr. Boca that question. And perhaps the question would have been, Mr. Boca, are you aware of what Mr. Stanton Witherspoon did in the United States? And and do you think it was very ethical to meet him? Because you gotta be very specific, because if you don't add the ethical component to that, there's nothing wrong with Boca meeting Stanton Witherspoon. Because Boca is not part of Stanton Witherspoon clique. Stanton Witherspoon did not invite Boca. They just met. But to be more specific and to be very focused on your question, you have to look at ways, because Boca did not commit any crime. It was Stanton. Boca meeting Stanton is not an issue. So the way to pose that question is to say, Mr. President-elect, do you think it was very ethical to meet Mr. Stanton Witherspoon, who had pled guilty to wire fraud and trying to dupe the system? Then that way, Boca will answer that question through the eyes of ethics, and then people out will determine whether Boca is someone who respects ethics, because ethics call for being fair, ethics call for being transparent. So when you're asking to that question like based on ethics, you are being more specific. You are trying to pin into the word to answer the question.
Still on the president-elect, that's the video where I think you talked about it today.
Okay.
Today. He took something. I don't give it to his weapon, and I mean that should know decency. But what does that tell you about the mental capacity of both of them?
Yeah, I'm not a psychologist to look at their mental state of mind. What I would build that around is the relationship that both of them have had together. And these two people have stayed too long together, and their relationship have been ongoing. I will give it to Boca on that. But what they have gotten into now, especially based on the society we find ourselves in, where camera are just all over the place. Right now, I'm broadcasting on my phone and I'm using my streamware software, and you on the phone. So you see the kind of compound, complex communication we're having here right now. Now, I'm saying this to say that Boca and his wife been together for a very long time. They had done things so uniquely that they are totally forgotten that what they were doing, it was something that they believe that is publicly acceptable, but they have to adjust to themselves now to say, look, we are in the public. Anything we do out here, the public will judge us based on our behavior. Because it's like a baby and the mom together. Anytime the woman will take out her breast and just feed the baby like that. But when you're in the public, you have to cover the breast for the baby to be fed, right? So these two people been together for a very long time. But what I think, if there anyone that will be guiding both of them, they need to begin to have an orientation process. And I think I talked about that. Thank you for correcting. I think I did talk about that this morning. That Katumo and her husband, they need to be orientated on how to conduct themselves in the public, because they are first. I mean, she is the first lady. The president is the first citizen of the country. And whatever they used to do before, there are things that they should not be doing in the public. They call that do not do in the public, and these are the things you should do in the public. Because let's imagine that maybe he and your wife went to a big conference in Europe, maybe in some part of Africa, or even in the United States or in Asia, and you see the kind of thing. It's going to paint a very bad image, not just on them, but on us as Liberian, and those who will be fortunate to see that from other countries that are friends with us. It's going to become a conversation that will not be so friendly. So their action, their behavior will have some type of feedback onto us. So I just think if you look at the relationship they have spent together, that's how they have been behaving, which is good. Maybe it keep them strong. But in the public, that was very, very gross. So there are some time that you have to make sure that you do things. Even when we're talking in the public, or when we're talking on conference call, there are times people say, hey, Moyo, we gotta do that thing offline. We gotta talk it offline, because there are certain things that are not supposed to be online for people to discuss.
Okay, then one final question.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I got a call coming in from somebody else. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, do you really think Joseph Boaga is 100% healthy to carry on this job as a president?
Well, again, I will answer that with some precondition. I am not a medical doctor to determine his physical health, but what I can say is Mr. Boca once told us that he has a pacemaker, and you and I know that pacemakers support the function of the heart, so that create a medical condition for him. And the beginning of the year, Mr. Boca had some medical emergency that took him to EAW hospital. He never gave us any update on the status of why. It could have been something different other than the pacemaker. He kept us, hanging in there and just allowing us to make the kind of suggestion or opinion of his going to the hospital. And then down the road, during the first quarter into the second quarter, he came to the United States, and then with Costa, and they went back. And then prior to the election, Costa came out, or during the course of the election, Costa came out and made all sort of remarks. And then he came back here again just recently, and he was missing for 2 weeks. And then the next thing we know, he's back in the country and telling the people that he came to see the medical doctor. So the truth to Joe Boca health is within Joe Boca himself. If Joe Boca truly believe that the Liberian people deserve the truth, I think he would be very honest and say, let me tell the people my condition so that they can put the thing to rest. That is how I will put it. Joe Boca is the only person I know his condition. And we're not asking Joe Boca for any detailed result, because we are not specialists. Let's say he mentioned about his visit to the doctor when he was here. Of course, he didn't tell us here until he got back home. But what we'd like to see is if there's a summary report that say, you know what, all the skeptics out there, I am Dr. X, Y, and Z. I did carry out a medical exam of Joe Boca, and Joe Boca is fit to carry out the office of the president in Liberia. Guess what? We are going to hold the doctor watch to it. So when something happen, we can say, you know what, we can hold Joe Parker. This guy is a medical doctor in the U.S. He put his decision on his license and on the years that he have been practicing medicine. So we look up to him. That's how I would like to see it. So a summary of what Joe Parker has gone through, if that can be, it don't have to be something to say, the detail. No, if that doctor just came and said, we examined Joe Parker, he fit for duty. If that is a summary page, that's it. I'm okay with that. We can move on. That's it.
Okay, thank you very much. I got many more questions, but I can't ask all the questions.
Yeah,
So another time, but thank you for the show and always do what you keep doing. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, thank you. So let me see who. Yeah, let me see who are those that were calling here. All right, I did miss some call here. Yes, my conference is not working. If it was working, I would have been able to capture most of the calls. There was a call from Minnesota. Let me get a Minnesota call. All right, let me get a Minnesota call back here. All right, guys, I want to leave at 11:30. So please, when you call, just make your comment or question brief or very short. All right. So let me see who calling here from Minnesota. Hello there.
Please leave your message
Uh-oh.
for 6.
Okay. There was another call. So Minnesota, if you listen to me, please call back. Minnesota, if you listen to me, please call back. But again, I want to say, the question was a very good question. So if you have any question, please let me know. Randy, do you have to work on your conference call? Yes, I need to do that. Or Patterson, yes, I will need to do that. I got it here. So I have to do that. But if you can provide any assistance too, I would gladly welcome you because I know every one of you guys have different area of expertise. So I'm not going to say I can do everything alone. Yes, I'm not going to do that. All right. All right. I'm not going to say I'm going to do that. At my former say the Liberian people have sold their country out. All right, so I'm reading a few comments here. So yeah, so guys, if you want to call, please let me put the number out there again. If you want to call, like I said, I'll be leaving out of here by 11. I'm going to make it at 11. All right. I want to leave at 11 tonight. So let's keep the call coming. Now, in the meantime, while we're discussing this, I want to move on to something here again. So Amara Conan, all right. Somebody asked a very valid question this morning. So I want to share with you guys what I have. And this will just close the chapter on Amara Conan. He refuses to apologize to the people as to what he said. That is on Amara Conan. I mean, he has to make sure that excuse me, he owed that to the Liberian people to let them know. So what we did here today, Mr. Conan, again, guys, you can see this thing if you're on the other side, but I'm going to turn the camera around so that you can see. So Mr. Conan, all right, remember over the weekend, Mr. Conan said he has a degree in system engineering. So somebody asked a very important question here. And the person question stemmed from the fact that there's a guy from New York, they call, I think, George Santos. He went and provided misinformation on his credential. It's a statement in Washington, D.C. from New York, for those of you that know the story. So George Santos, some of the issues that caused him not to be running for the office and he's going to be leaving is because he provided misinformation. So we went on article on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a professional website. And again, Mr. Amara Conan, we discovered Mr. Amara Conan. And let me say this for the record. There's never a time that I.J. Randy said that Mr. Amara Conan earned a certificate. No. What I have said over the period of time when the opportunity came to discuss Mr. Conan, one, Mr. Conan went to Drexel University and earned himself a Bachelor of Science degree, either in information system, but now I'm seeing he said information technology, but I will stick with the information system. He got a bachelor degree in information system, and then from there he went on to another university and went on to several other universities. Now, that is what I said. The next thing I said is when he got to Liberia during the Eden administration, he was working as an IT specialist. All right. He was working as an IT specialist. That's something that he has to verify as well. And I was expecting him when he talked about he did not get certificate, which is not my concern. Mr. Conant said that he did not get IT certificate. That's good. All right. But don't downplay IT certificate, by the way, because those who are IT certificate certified in America here, they are better than other people in other countries because of the rigorous test they take. And but that's not what we said. We said he got his BSc in information system, and then he started working at Vanguard, and then he went to Liberia and started working at the executive mansion as an IT specialist. That's what we know up to present until he went further and further, which we are not interested in. But Mr. Connor over the weekend said that he holds a Bachelor of Science degree in system engineering, a complete different field. And I felt that the information was not fair enough to the people of Liberia. All right. It was not fair enough to the people of Liberia. It was unfair to the people of Liberia. So, with that being said, I decided to come in and say, hey, Mr. Conan, did you make, I mean, did you, the statement you made in Minnesota over the weekend, was it a deliberate mistake or was it an honest mistake? Honest mistake is you wanted to do something, but it didn't go too right. But you are not doing it with any ill intent. That is an honest mistake. Deliberate mistake is you say, I'm looking at other people there, I'm just going to tell them what I think. So it is up to him. If that was some type of honest mistake, he owed it to the people to explain. But again, like I said, Mr. Connor came up and said, oh, as somebody who he described as a hater. Do I know that somebody that hate Mr. Connor? No. Mr. Connor got his own pathway. I have my own pathway. All right? He has served different roles outside of Liberia. I have served many roles in the United States. And I've been here for so many years. There are tons of years that I have serving myself in this country here now. So we all went to universities here, but we had different focus and different pathway. So there's nothing about it, but it's just about being honest. It's just about being honest. What you did in college, do not come out and change it. It's wrong. So with that being said, I just would like to share with you guys here what Mr. Conan has on his LinkedIn page. So let's take a quick look here, guys. So as you can see here, that is Mr. Conan there. All right. Forget about the Harvard. Forget about the Penn State. Now, Jesuit University, 1996 to 1999. And this is coming from his LinkedIn page. He has bachelor degree information technology. All right. Information technology is the same as information science. And that's Mr. Connor right here. Right here. So when he goes out to the people in Minnesota and tell them that, oh, I have a degree in information system from Drexel University, and you are only there for the undergraduate level, how can information technology go straight to system engineering? That is what I'm trying to verify. So a man who wants to become a senator, he has to be very upfront with the Liberian people. I often say this, when you're dealing with white men, you don't lie to them. So what Mr. Conan said on his LinkedIn profile, is that what he should be telling the people of Liberia? Of course, because that can be validated. If Mr. Conan was looking for a job in this country and somebody hired him to be director or something else, he's not going to put an application system engineer because the people are going to verify that. We've been through that. Every managerial job you got, high-level job in this country, where you're going to make decisions, they're going to be giving you the company credit cards, if possible the company vehicle, and you're going to be traveling. They're going to do all your background check. And that includes your educational background check, criminal background check, credit background check, your job references. They're going to look for personal, professional references, everything. That's the rigorous process you go through. So that's why you got to be very careful how you misinform people. And that's why I was trying to follow Mr. Connor. But he got mad and said that, oh, I'm a hater. No. I'm not trying to find out the fight because the state and the city Mr. Conner went to school, my part of university was right next door. And everyone at that time, we kept eye on each other. It's just that you come from different country, I mean the same country, but you're in one place. Everybody gonna be looking at each other. We kept eye on each other. And up to today, we kept eye on each other. I got a friend in Minnesota who just came and decided to get almost like 5 different degrees. He's in Minnesota over there. All right. So we kept eye on each other because our generation were very focused. Let me be honest with you guys. Those are all who grew up in the 80s and came to the United States here. Our primary goal here was to pursue higher education. And many are update. But to see the younger generation coming now and other people coming to join, and then you want to get them misinformation, then we'll look at you through the eyes of being unethical with the facts. Information technology is one of the hottest today. Information technology, cybersecurity, those jobs are getting to be on top of things today. They are getting to be on top of things today. The artificial intelligence, you think who making the thing there? People who are into information system, people who are into information technology. That technology is taking over now. Why do you call it artificial intelligence? So he got a very good area. But I don't know what else he wants to be engineer. There's nothing wrong with him being engineer. He got a degree. It's just that he don't have the time. He can sit down and some of this university now they offer online courses. While he's senator, he can go and do a degree and say, hey, J. Randy, I already got my engineering degree. The Treasury University, they got online engineering system. Those are all administrative with some technical aspect, but you can do it remotely and then you can get a degree if the librarian post kind of say, oh, you sit on the cloud that they got in business. But he has to be very honest with the people because the people who believe in him, they really want to learn. I mean, they are willing to learn from him. As a leader, you must learn to teach people. The first thing is honesty. I know many people are not used to this, and but it was something that I just thought to bring about. I'm not going to further go on this anymore. I'm going to let it go, and but at least Mr. Conan now know that when he's speaking to Liberians audience out there or back home, there are so many ears of various Liberians listening. Some people may know you, some people may not know you, but you have to be very honest with your words that you put out there because those words will be used to judge you. All right. So I don't mean to ruin here parade. There's nothing here to say, oh, you did to Mr. Conan. No. Some of you guys got some principle in you that you believe in the fairness. If you're a man of God, you always want to believe in things that are right. All right. Now, the last thing I would like to discuss here is this here. So we got the other senator they call Do Nothing Senator. All right, that's the name I got for him. All right, this guy right here, they call him Senator Do Nothing DeLong. Yes, he does nothing. So this guy is coming out to tell you guys that Marshall County Senator Abraham Darius DeLong say he will push to make drugs tests for nominated government official in the security sector, mainly, I believe the LD, I'm reading from right here now, folks. Mainly the LDEA, a major requirement for confirmation. All right. The security people, whether police, director, NSA boss, especially the Drug Enforcement Agency, before we confirm you, it will be a requirement that you will have to do a drug test. I will leave it as that, and let me see how I can address this. First of all, we have to be very careful how senators just come out and make the kind of open statement. Our country must be structured. One thing I noticed since I started knowing myself at the level I am, and some of you guys will remember or will have the recollection. Oftentimes in Liberia, what we used to observe there, whenever the teacher who teaching English is talking about some type of mathematics in a conversation, then he won't go in the book and be solving the math problem and things like that. We don't do that. Yes, we don't do that in America here. We don't do that here. America had taught us that if you're a science teacher, you do all the science thing. If you come to any math, English, the teacher will tell you, wait for your English teacher to come and tell you. I remember when I was in college, this Chinese guy was teaching us faces. When it came to chemistry, he said, you got to go for your chemistry teacher. And I was there, my man, you know all the things. He said, no, that's not my area of expertise. We got chemistry teacher here, we got biology teacher, we got this. I said, all right, thank you. Now, the reason I'm bringing this out is to build my case to discuss what Darrell Dillon is saying. The question here I want to know here is, Mr. Dillon, in the Senate, there are various committees. Is Mr. Dillon on any drugs or any addicted drugs committee? What committee Mr. Dillon is on? Can anybody tell me? And why should I be asking this question? I think Mr. Dillon, like I said this morning, every senator, representative should have their own web page now. Get their web page. That when you read something, you go on the web page. First thing you want to know, what are those committees this guy is chairing or is part of? Then that way you'll be able to adequately discuss whether the man is overlapping his role or he's saying things within his proximity of that committee. It's like on the field. You can't tell the goalkeeper from the player then because the goalkeeper in the middle of the field. So no, coach, what win that man will be? Oh, that man will be the goal. Okay, that guy in the goal there. Okay, that man a goalie. Yes. All right, the other man is this, the other man. All right, yes. So in order for me to understand Dillon making the thing, I'm not going to be excited about that. I want to know if Dillon is on a committee. If Dillon is not on a committee and just want to discuss this, then he's not in any capacity to make this thing. Why? Because those who are on specific committee to address things that happen in the country are people who are linked to that committee, that when they receive the data, they can look at the data and say, wow, I think we'll talk about that today, this morning. Now look at everything that's been happening here. For example, the year is coming to an end. How many car accidents or how many accidents as it relates to public safety in the country? The Liberia National Police Division of Traffic Safety should be able to come up with all the reports and say, these are the number of accidents that took place throughout 2023. People got hit by a truck or people fell on the back of motorcycle. They got brain fracture. They got all this thing. Now, when the lawmaker then see the thing, they say, look how many people fell off the back of a motorcycle and they had the air injury. Should we now be asking for helmet? Yes. Why? Because we have the data and we are part of the committee. We got to change things around. That's how we do it. Many homes got burned in Liberia this year. Another thing we need to do again is to say, how many homes got burned? What was the cause of the fire? It's a short circuit, electrical shock. All right. Do we have fire alarm in the house? How many people died from smoke inhalation? Because they got to do their autopsy to see whether people die from smoke inhalation. When all these things are being done, if that smoke inhalation, law will pass, building code will come in and say, hey, before you put a structure on, before you get done, we need to inspect the place and we need to have fire or smoke detector in the house. Those are all part of the building code. So you must have enough data points to be able to make law. I'm saying this to say to Darrell Dillon, you coming up with a kind of statement in here. But Mr. Dillon, which committee do you belong to? What wing you playing in our house? Are you playing number 2 or are you the goalie? What wing you on? So until we establish, because if not, people will just be coming out there and be making things. And when you go ask and say, look, what facts do you have to support what you want to put in place? And do you think when the law enforcement, because that's a different conversation there again, why only the law enforcement people should do drug tests? Why not every government employee? Or can he say, you know what, we see too many loopholes into the drugs infiltration in the country. We need to tighten our borders. So you get him by going right after top official, then they're going to change things. The man can be drug free, but he can be selling drugs. Don't you see it? Don't you see it? The man can be drug free, but he can be selling drugs. What do people often say in the church? Do what I say, but don't do what I do. So why if the guy who is the DA or the guy, he's not involved into drugs? I mean, he don't take the substances into his body system, but he's doing things. By taking the drug test without changing the man's behavior? No. So they don't need to understand and tell you guys which committee you're on. The reason I'm asking is if you're on a specific committee and you don't have the knowledge about it, then your staff or you can subcontract somebody. Because if you really see the need or want you to change things and you're on that committee, if you don't have the background, you can look at your staff and see who are in your staff. Because when you're in a particular committee, people that you want to recruit as your staff should be knowledgeable about the committee you own. That means they're going to be looking for statistics in the country. They're going to be bringing it to you as a senator on that committee, saying, yeah, the things are going on here. And then you start challenging the other public institutions that are responsible for that area that you're in and start asking them for data out there. And they'll be able to give it to you. And then you'll be able to balance your law. Or you can also your information, get experts to come and help you. But I don't know which committee they don't own. But then you just come up to them and say, oh, I want to pass this. Come on, man. We have to set standards in our country. And these are things that need to be taught on all the different platforms. It's not about politics all the time. It's about driving all the enablers. Our country got a lot of enablers, but we're not driving them. It's like you're driving a car. The car got gear. You can shift the gear. You can do this. You can make the seat comfortable. But all you did in the car like this because you don't want to bother yourself to learn other things. That is what happening to our country today. So as we age and as we move on to another decade, all right, we need to make sure that from 2020 to 2029, that's 10 years going there in 10 years going away. So we're here 2030 before we get to 2039, we should start to change things in our country. Just because our generation did not succeed, we see things that happen around the world. We got to put structure in place. The lack of structure is the foundation of a better country. We must have structure in place. And then with the structure, then we establish what we call standard of work. What is the standard? And you know, every field operate with guidelines and principles. If you are a nurse, you got certain ethics that you must follow. That's the guideline. If you're a medical doctor, you got another ethic that you need to follow. If you're a police officer, you got police rules that you must follow, police principles. All right. So as a nation, every ministry must have certain requirement, and every function must have certain expectation. But if we're not doing this thing, we just want to run government here and there, then we're not doing anything correctly. We're not doing anything correctly. So until we try to put things in structure, we need to start to structuralize things. Liberia can be divided into 4 quadrants. We have a regional, sub-region structure. What are they doing in order to make the country better? So that when you go to the country, you can see things. The things that people do in the other country, they're not for nothing. Look at China, and way back China, and were nowhere. But today, the people got all the kind of things here. But we been around for 176 years. So if God don't come up with stuff like that, I want you to add Dylan years. Which committee are you serving on right now? Because you ain't getting the money, maybe you read some kind of book, you gotta say, I'm going to talk about drug enforcement. Gentlemen, I got it here. No. It doesn't work that in the real world. It doesn't work that in the real world. Like somebody say he on the sport committee. If they're on the sport committee, everything they don't focus on should be on the sport committee. Unless, I don't know how the Senate work. Unless maybe President Pro Tem want to put some type of ad hoc committee together and say, hey, gentlemen, you come here, government. We need all hands on deck, all bring together. We want to put out an ad hoc committee. Let's put on the ad hoc committee here to work on this thing here. All right, they don't on the committee here yet. All right, that's an ad hoc committee that is put together to carry out a special project. But we need to make sure that we have a set of rules that will help us. But everything should be data driven. And we have the resources. I mean, we have the record in the country. It's just that people just need to align the record with people's background. Because if you look at all the activities that happen in the country over there, you can come up with a thing. Even Ministry of Health that is responsible for public safety. How people are setting food out there. Some people eat a chill, go to get poop all day, their stomach running. And you look at how the food is being prepared. If kosher them, lababido, they don't have no certificate there. Then you open some type of training and say, okay, in order for you to establish your lake kosher here, we got training. You got to apply for the permit. Because the permit will tell you what the person is going to be doing. I want to open your kosher here. What are you going to be? I want to be cooking dry here. I'm going to be cooking for people to eat. All right. Well, how are you going to get the water? Well, I'm going to get the water from behind the back door. I'm going to do it. So as the person filling out the form, whatever question the answer is giving you now, the regulator, the idea as to how you're going to control that person's activity with the public. And then where the permit come in. So the permit is the rule. You give the person the rule. We grant you the privilege to cook, but you are cooking unprivileged, and your privilege will depend on how well you follow this rule. Make sure that the water you get is a very clean water. Make sure before you do this, you do this. And then in the meantime, we send people to come and inspect. Inspector will either announce they coming or they will show up unexpectedly so that we can be on your guard. Then you get a list certificate, you hang it up. That certificate means that you're in there. That's what you need to do. All right. Somebody said, do you think Boca is going to do better than George Weah in his presidency? Well, that's a 50-50 question. Do I think? Yes, the answer is yes and no. And let me go with the yes first. If Boca decides to have a mindset that he is going to be a president of all people and have an open mind, and don't say, you know what, somebody came to me and said, Jay Randy was calling me over there, a foolish man, I'm going to get down with Jay Randy. And if Jay Randy got the idea and Boca said, no, you're going to destroy the country. If Boca really mean business, that whatever somebody express out here, as long as it's not against his health or it's a threat on him, but the person exercising the constitutional right and understand why it's best for the country, you bring the man in. Say, man, you know what? All the talking you're doing here, we want to fit the country here. So why don't you put your talking down? You have the project here. What can you do to help us here? And then the person said, no, they don't want to do it. So, okay, I mean, a footage man, go get him an opportunity. So if Boca really want to succeed more than George Weah, then he should do things that George Weah did not do. Number one, the CDC government will not listen to people. I'll be honest here. CDC went to a school where other than school A, and that code was do not listen to people. So they were very good at that. Because they went to that school and all got A in it. Do not listen to people. All the CDC officials and they got A in it. From the partisan that became disenchanted and everyone who complained, CDC government did not listen. If Boga going to go to that school, I don't know. But if Boga know that they do not listen, course is a bad course, then Boga need to say, you know what, everybody in the government, let us be open to everybody. We have our agenda to accomplish. Let's work with people here. But if Boga decides to say, oh, anybody who says something on their own, then the little few population we have, he will not be a successful person. So Boga's success depends on how he wants to democratically run this country. That is something that I cannot say. So short answer is TDB, to be determined. I mean TBD, yeah, to be determined. Can Boga be better than George Weah? TBD, to be determined. That's it. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not going to congratulate Joe Boga just like that. That was president. We have responsibility. As president, constitutionally, when you fall short, you concede. Boga did it to him in 2017. He did it to Boga in 2023. For me, I'm not going to just say congratulations to Boga. No, Boga was not a competitor to me. As a citizen of Liberia who believe in linear development, whatever Boga does right, I will come back and say, gentlemen, I think the thing that Boga did better. They're better than we are because I'll be having the facts. What we are, we're not able to do. Boga is doing it. If Boga said, to America says, look, gentlemen, I don't give a damn what the guy didn't say around here. We need people here. We need people. I need a guy. Remember, you were over there saying organization for Boga. Remember, I get time for what the say, we'll get the man. If Boga start to do it, then we'll say, yeah, gentlemen, you know what? Boga really mean business to change the country. So until then, I don't know. So guys, it's after 11. If no one else is calling, I think we had a very good conversation. Enjoy your holiday and feel free to subscribe to our channel here. All right. And I want to thank everyone who watching by way of YouTube. I want to say thank you to you guys. And, you know, thank you very much. We always encounter the problem when we start the show, but we are making progress to work our way around it. So in so doing, part of our interim plan, and that's why we're asking Joe Boga for his national development plan, a framework. So our framework here and our strategy here, for any interruption, we ask every Liberian that watch the show here to please subscribe to the various platforms here. All right, the J Randy, J Double, the universal view of J Randy, and then J Randy Free Voice. Once you subscribe on either one, once I go live, you'll be able to listen in and be able to participate. My goal on Facebook and my goal for the government of Liberia is to make sure that things that we never had in place, that derail or that delay us, my goal is to challenge those things. And the strategy I'm using, my implementation or my course of action, is to look at things from the government performance through our accountability. They must be accountable to every one of us here. The second thing is our responsibility. What is our responsibility? Our responsibility is to ensure that we hold them accountable. Then, how do we hold them accountable? We look at them through the eyes of ethical standard. How do they also reciprocate that to us? They expect us to also be ethical. That's how we should work together. And those three components will not see any partisan. If you belong to Joe Burger family, Joe Burger does something wrong, look at it through the eyes of ethics. Say, Chief, I respect you, but they want to live it wrong. And then when we come out there and do something wrong too, they should look at and say, look, my man, even though we're 7 years here, but the thing what you're doing is ethically wrong. But you might be having reason to do that. So if we can do that merry-go-round thing, I think over time, the younger population of people will start to learn from us. Like for in the case of Amarakone, you don't go out there and misinform the people, because that misinformation you're sending, it may stick in the mouth of other people who will believe in you and will defend you out there. And they may come across somebody that know Amarakone better and say, but where you get the information from? Is what you see is not true. Well, it's true because the man told me. Then it become an embarrassment. It become an ethical error. So we must become Liberia-centric. Being Liberia-centric is doing what is right, because we must learn to do the right things in the right way for all the right reasons. That is being Liberia-centric. So until we live with that kind of mantra, something that we believe in, like the American dream, the Ghana may say Ghana is the best. What are we good at? What can we motivate every Liberian to be focused on? I don't have all the answer, but our leaders should be able to give us something. In America, when we talk about the American dream, people often say, man, you come here, you working, you get your car, you got your home, you live your American dream, right? Other people tell you you gotta do this. So what are we doing in Liberia to live some kind of, to motivate ourselves? What motivates us as Liberians? What is out there? Is it Liberia dream? Is it Liberia is the best? Or is it nothing? I want you guys to contemplate on that until we meet again. God bless you guys. And we'll be coming again the next time you see us. We'll be back here. So thank you guys so much for the opportunity. I really appreciate you guys. So I would like to sign off first from YouTube, guys. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate you guys. And let me see the two last comment here. Okay, somebody said something here. All right. All right. So I did see all the comment here. All right. Again, I don't want to be negative towards Mr. Amara Conan. Mr. Amara Conan is a very good guy, except that we all sometimes can go downhill. When we go downhill, we should be able to lift ourselves up. Everything I'm seeing about Mr. Amara Conan, I respect his education. He achieved education in a very rightful manner. The only issue I have is the comment he made in Minnesota. All right. A chiropractor cannot be an orthopedist in some sense. A doctor cannot be a carpenter. They are two different areas. So please, we need to allow ourselves. All right. Chicken is different from duck. Even though they work the same thing, there are some characteristics that got similarly or similar to their character, but they had different major function in their responsibility. And we need to set that straight. All right. So thank you guys so much for the opportunity. I'm signing off first on